Today, 99 first responders, police officers, EMTs, and firefighters were honored at the Wisconsin State Capitol.
Each honoree hailing from the 99 assembly districts represented in the legislature. Our Wisconsin State Capitol Bureau Chief Vanessa Kelson was at the ceremony and tells us more about an honoree who stepped up during an active shooter situation at a school.
In May of 2024, a teenager armed with what looked like a real gun attempted to enter Mount Horeb Middle School, sending roughly 500 students and staff running for their lives.
We are getting reports of an active shooter at Mount Horeb Middle School.
When the teenager repeatedly refused to drop the weapon, police fired, killing the student.
Officer Rosemeyer showcased the highest level of bravery and composure. Without hesitation, engaged the threat, neutralize the situation.
School resource officer Steve Rosemeyer honored at the Wisconsin State Capitol on Tuesday for his service in Mount Horeb.
It's pretty humbling.
Protecting hundreds of students and staff at Mount Horeb Middle School, 2 of which were his own children. Were you scared that day?
Absolutely.
His 2 daughters, 7th graders at the school.
Well, you think the worst, and thankfully I was just in the right spot at the right time that day and responded to the situation, and my training kicked in.
Representative Todd Novak nominating Officer Rosemeyer for the award.
Just their nomination letters were just out of this world.
Novak is one of the founders of the Office of School Safety, which provides grants, training, and tip lines for schools to prepare for active threats.
I go to almost all the trainings the Office of School Safety puts on.
We always need to be prepared.
And while the day is celebratory,
We've all worked really good together to get through it, but it's been a struggle.
the healing is still underway.
Shootings across our country, almost everyone brings back some of those emotions.
From the Wisconsin State Capitol, Vanessa Kelson.